This trip took us out of Charlton Flats up to Vetter Mtn, where there's still a lookout tower. A good share of the Charlton Flats area is currently closed to vehicular traffic. So this meant parking at the Angeles Crest Highway area and walking through the Charlton Flats area. This paved road winds its way through Charlton Flats to get to the access road to Vetter Mtn. And as we gradually climb, we begin to get some views of the San Gabriels. At one point we cross the good old Silver Moccasin Trail, portions of which we've been on before. Here we can look over and see Mount Wilson in the distance. And then another lock gate at the start of the Vetter Mtn access road. This dirt road continues its climb on up the mountain to get up to the lookout. Another view from along the way. Where Dale stops for a minute to look around. And then above us appears the lookout tower, where someone up there is just beginning to open it up. He was opening up the sides and getting ready to monitor the mountains. You notice it says visitors welcome, so we decided to visit. And once inside, we got a pretty good look at the comforts of home, almost, in a lookout tower. Maybe not all the comforts of home, but you sure can't beat the view. We'll take a look at this view from the lookout tower. The fire service doesn't man these lookout towers anymore, so there are volunteer groups that have taken over. In fact, after talking to the fellow who was up there opening up, we find that there are several organizations of tower lovers, not only in California but throughout the country, that take care of this. They still monitor the mountains for fires and report any that they spot, but the actual spotting of fires these days is done by more modern ways. We spent quite a bit of time conversing with this tower spotter.
97 miles an hour, I can believe that, and he says sometimes the temperature will rise 20 degrees in 20 minutes or something, because of the Santa Ana's rushing through there, I mean he's kept track of that for the last so many years. He's kept track of the wind and stuff like that.
One of the pictures on the wall inside the lookout tower is of this young bear tapping on the window trying to get in. There's also a weather station outside of the lookout tower, which is still operational. And then a couple more shots of the fantastic views that you get from this area before starting on back. And then one last shot of the Vetter Mtn lookout tower, which actually is not a tower in this case, with its flag at half-staff in honor of the 5 firefighters that were recently perished in a Southern California. We decided to go back to Chantry Flats using a hiking trail rather than the access road the way we had come up. This made for a nice loop hike, as the trail going back down was through more wooded areas and a little change in scenery. Both Dale and I really enjoyed this hike. As we almost always find, each one is a little different in a different way. And then one last look around as we approached Chantry Flats in our car.